Hey, good morning, everybody. Dr. Bruce Guillory here with Health Source Chiropractic in Atascocita, Texas, coming to you this morning on Thursday, May the 13th, 2021, with our weekly wellness tips and updates and things like that that are happening here in our office. And so here we go. And of course, at the end, I'll talk a little bit about, we have a recipe of the week that we'll speak about too. And if you're getting this on email, you'll see a link below that for our healthy recipe of the week. So stay tuned. Got a couple of neat little things to talk about at the end, so please stay tuned. Here we go. So, sugar. Let's talk about sugar. Wow, it tastes good when you have sugar in your mouth. It's so good, so tasty. But it's so bad for us. And most of us kind of know this to a certain degree, but I don't think we really know how seriously bad it actually is for us. All these processed sugars, and let me just tell you something. Don't think you can substitute, Equal or Splenda or something like that, and be okay, because those things have all kinds of neurotoxic effects on you too. So I would stay away from all of those sugarless sweeteners, artificial sweeteners, and stay away from sugar as well. Just stay away. Okay, here's why. Sugar is something that is just going to create nothing but problems in your body. First of all, it's highly addictive. It actually lights up the same part of the brain that drugs light up that you can become addicted to. So that's one reason you get these cravings. And you know what? They have found that those artificial sweeteners, they don't do anything to curb those cravings. They really don't. They actually, in some cases, increase the craving for sugar. So definitely want to stay away from the artificial ones and the real ones too. The second thing is about sugar is it creates inflammation in your body. Let's talk about some things that impacts directly. Some of the latest theories and studies about what causes, let's say, cardiovascular issues like hardening of the arteries and blood clots and things of that nature is that the lining of your arteries becomes inflamed. Well, guess what sugar does? I just said it ago. It creates inflammation. So high sugar diets, and also once you understand something, you think, okay, yeah, high sugar, I'm not going to use sugar. Okay, but if you're eating processed food, if you're eating a lot of pasta, if you're eating a lot of rice, you're eating a ton of starchy vegetables or just a ton of fruit even, and staying away from everything else, then you are putting sugar in your body, because all those processed carbs, they tend to break down into sugar in your body and create inflammation inside your body. That also contributes to weight gain too, because your body can't handle all that sugar. It starts storing extra energy, extra calories as fat, and so it just makes you fat too. So sugar, bad stuff. Let me give you another one too. Here you go. Watch this. Sugar is often being called these days, it's being called candy for cancer cells. Candy for cancer cells. In other words, cancer cells look for sugar to feed on. That's one of the greatest sources of energy in how to grow and expand. So if you want to avoid cancer, or God forbid, like I had a patient yesterday came in who told me he'd just been diagnosed with cancer, prostate cancer. If you have cancer, you've got to cut these things out of your life for many reasons. I mean, the cardiovascular benefits, the addiction benefits, the weight gain, all of that kind of stuff. And then now we're even talking about it impacting cancer cells. And so we've got to get away from all this processed sugar. And guys, I know it's hard because you get addicted to it. Just like I said towards the beginning of this video, you become addicted to it and you literally crave it. And you get a little hit of it and your body wants more. And you get a little hit of it and your body wants more. To me, that's scary. That part is really scary because I like to be in control. I like to be in control, and I don't like having something control me. I don't like being out of control. And when we become addicted to processed carbs, sugar, that type of thing, something else is controlling us. And it's very frightening to me to get put in that position. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy a good sweet thing, a cake or whatever, a pie or cobbler or whatever it may be, just as much as anyone. But man, our culture is just so wrapped up in sugars and in processed sugars, processed carbs, which breaks down into sugar in your body because of this addictive factor. We've got to stay away from it. Why do we continuously crave things like hamburgers, french fries, and soft drinks? Oh my gosh. And let's talk about soft drinks. Let's just talk about liquid sugars. That's the worst. You got to cut out the liquid sugars. It is absolutely some of the worst things you can do for yourself. It's poison, just pure poison in your body to be consuming your sugar in the liquid form. So stop drinking your sugar. My friends, that even means store-bought orange juice and apple juice and things like that. Not good for you at all. As a matter of fact, years ago, when I was doing a lot of juicing, vegetable juicing, etc., I decided to juice an apple, just juice an apple and look at it, and then compare that to store-bought apple juice. They don't even look anywhere near the same. What you're buying in the store is so stinking processed. It's horrible for you. Stay away from liquid sugars, soft drinks, juices, energy drinks, all of those things. Please stay away from those things because that is food for cancer. It's food for cardiovascular disease. It's food for diabetes. It is food for obesity and all kinds of chronic challenges. And if you really, really, really want to understand the importance of lifestyle and cancer, because so many times we think, well, my dad died of cancer, so he ended up getting cancer, blah, blah, blah. And there's some potential genetic connections for some of that. I'm gonna tell you a story that I may have said before in some of my other videos, but it's very powerful. I can't remember which country it was in Europe, but they keep track of their adopted kids throughout the country, and they pay attention to trends with them. And so one of the things they did is they wanted to look at how much of a link was there between genetics and cancer. So they looked at biological parents who died of cancer before the age of 50. And they found that if the biological parents died of cancer before the age of 50, there was pretty much a 0% increase in that adopted child's chances of cancer. 0%. But if the adoptive parents, the parents that adopted them, die of cancer before the age of 50, you jack up the chances of cancer in those kids big time, because biological parents only pass on the genes. The adoptive parents pass on a lifestyle that can make them more prone to cancers. Lifestyle. Lifestyle is what it's all about. You talk about chronic disease, you might as well insert the word lifestyle disease. Now, I'm not talking about things you were born with that have become chronic in your life. You know, you could make a case that neurological conditions that a baby was born with are chronic for them. I understand that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the big ones that kill us and make us sick and make us have to rely on medications and live an unhealthy life and not be able to live the life we want to live as we move into those golden years. Lifestyle disease. All right, so cancel the sugars in your life. Would you please? Cancel them now. Start today, right? Okay, updates. We are doing a food drive here in our office all the way through the end of June. Donating it to a food pantry across the lake in the Huffman area. And so it's going to stay pretty local for us. We're excited about that. And if you come in and you participate in our food drive, you get chances to win dinner out. And if you got little kids and you bring 10 cans in, 10, not T-I-N, but T-E-N, 10 cans in, you get your name dropped in a hat to win a bounce house that we're going to give away at the end of June. Yeah, a bounce house. We've already bought it. It's here at the office. And we're going to be giving that away to some lucky family. And so help us do a couple of things. We want to kind of fight back against this whole pandemic we've been living through. We want to be able to help families come out of this in a healthy way. So please, do us a favor. Bring us some food. We're going to turn it into a local food pantry. And you'll get a chance to win some great prizes if you participate in that, all right? And if you're a new patient and you come in, you bring us those cans of food and your complimentary, your consult and examination are complimentary that day. Kind of cool. Plus, you get a chance to win some great prizes. Share that with your friends that are looking at potentially using our office for their chiropractic care, okay? All right, we're going to be in this afternoon, starting at about 2:30. We have a very packed afternoon, and looking forward to serving my community some more this afternoon. And tomorrow morning's Half Day Friday, of course. Wanted to let you know, let's see, there was one other thing, seems like, I wanted to talk about the recipe of the week. That's down below if you're getting this on email, and it is a link to a salmon recipe. And it is a good-looking salmon recipe. I'm trying to figure out the best way that I like salmon, so I'm going to actually try this one this weekend. This involves some horseradish type sauce too. So let's give this a whirl if you want, okay? Click on the link and try it out. You can tweak it and make it your own also. You guys have an amazing rest of your day. We'll talk again to you guys really soon. Bye now.